or have caused you to hurt this very community. By definition, your job is to keep the peace. And in practice, your job is to facilitate the caging of humans, which are overwhelmingly Black, brown, and poor people. If your job is to serve and protect, we the community want to know, who were you protecting in July when you arrested 43 jail support volunteers? What peace was being disrupted when you dismantled jail support at 7:30 in the morning? And when asked why you planned that attack at that time, your response was, what better time? Who were you protecting when demonstrators sat in silence and bystanders stood on the sidewalk and recorded? Who were you protecting? Because you facilitate the caging of human beings, our morals and values, they're just not the same. We are not interested in speaking with you. We will not come to you. We do not want a space to offer community support and care in your jail. That makes no sense. When people leave that jail, they're often mistreated and dehumanized. And so we would dare not ask them to return to that building where your very officers don't wear masks and continue to mistreat people. By nature of your position, you cannot offer the kind of community care that we as jail support volunteers have been offering all summer. In the midst of a global pandemic and civil unrest, the community came together. People lost their jobs, but yet every week, every day, they're digging in their pockets and they're donating to jail support. They're donating their money, their talents, their time, their professional service. We have provided people with temporary housing, transportation, not to just get home at night, but sometimes just to get them to work, right? We've helped them apply for their IDs, things that they need to be able to obtain a job and work. We the community, Kevin Tully, we ask that you give a written explanation for my termination. Yeah. Gary McFadden, we ask that you stop interfering with community care. Yeah. Spencer Merriweather, we ask you to drop the frivolous charges. Mecklenburg County Sheriff, Gary McFadden, we ask that you stop the continuing harassment. We ask that all the officers that use excessive force in the mass arrest in July and September 21st, we ask that those officers be held accountable. We also want every officer that refused to wear a mask last Monday, they're all on camera. We're asking that those officers also be held accountable. I'm gonna leave you all with this. You can take my job, my bar card, my law degree, but you cannot take my voice. I will continue to be a voice for our most vulnerable populations, those who have been unfairly represented by this criminal system, those who are houseless, those who are released from jails and prisons with no means of survival, and lastly, those who deserve fair and just representation, regardless of their ability to pay. Thank you.